Aquarius, and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is H.E. Coleman, and this is going to be your reading for the month of October. Okay, I'm doing these readings at night because I kind of wanted to have a Halloween theme without being too scary. I just have my little crow. I didn't want to do too much Halloween stuff because I know some people are against that. So, let's see. And ignore my dog. My kids are wandering around in the background. I try to do this during the nighttime also because I have relatives here, and I can't film during the day because there's too many relatives. But I can't film at night because the kids are wandering around making lots of noise. But anyway, it's better to have the kids than the relatives. Here we go. There you have the Five of Wands. There you have the Three of Cups. Here you have the Empress. Here you have the Knight of Wands. Sorry. There we have the Knight of Swords. It's a little dark in here for me to see. There we have the Ten of Cups. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles, and your outcome is the Fool in reverse. Okay, and this is stuff that's going to be hidden from you. It's a lot darker in here than it is on screen because here you have like a light here. But over here where I am, it's a little darker. Okay. I like it though because my stars are shining. Okay, here we have the Five of Wands. Okay, and here it is like this. The Five of Wands. Okay, and this is about people bickering and fighting. So this is about everybody has their own opinion, and they're all poking each other with sticks, and they're saying, my opinion is more important, and your opinion is more important. So this is about people fighting, and that's never a good idea, but that happens. That happens a lot. People just fight and bicker and stuff like that. And so that's just part of the whole process. Over here we have the Party in reverse. So the whole thing is, this is people celebrating and having a great time with Halloween or whatever party that you have going on. It could be even a wedding or celebration, stuff like that. But this is in reverse. So that could be where people are fighting and having the problem. Okay? That could be where people drink too much or they have too much of a celebration. And so look out for that. So when you're at a party and celebration and stuff like that, try to keep that in mind and try not to drink so much that you end up having a fight with somebody. Or if people do start bickering, stay out of it because then it's just going to end up being something that you don't want to be part of. Okay? Over here you have the Empress in reverse. So just know that ahead of time. So take some precautions. Over here you have the Empress in reverse. Now this is a card about the universe giving you something that you really love. And it's in reverse. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be getting the thing that you love. It just means that there might be a delay, okay? So, a lot of times people will say, oh my gosh, that means I'm never going to get it. It's just that there's some kind of delay. So, that just means that you might be getting it later on. Because over here, you have the Ten of Cups. And this is about fantasizing and also getting, being very blissful, being very happy, and feeling really wonderful, okay? This person's fantasizing and saying, oh my gosh, I feel really happy. I got everything that I need. So this can be, again, about getting the stuff that you want and feeling very fulfilled. It's just that you have to wait for it, okay? In the middle of your month, you have the Knight of Wands. And this could be another reason why there's a problem with the party, because the Knight of Wands is somebody who comes in and sweeps you off your feet. They come in and they romance you, but then also it's not really permanent. It's somebody who comes in and they say, oh my gosh, I love you. I love you too. And it's like a big romance. And then they kind of run out of steam. So that can also be another problem with the party and the arguing and stuff like that. It could be somebody romancing somebody and jealousy and things like that. Or somebody who you have a romance and you think, oh my gosh, it's going to be forever. And then the next time, you see the person, you're like, wow, I made a huge mistake. Okay, so then you realize that you didn't love them as much as you thought that they did, or, you were drunk the night before and you realize, oh my gosh, that's not the person I thought that they were. Okay, so that's another reason for the Knight of Wands. But never fear, because over here you have the Knight of Swords, and this is a person who is a hero type of person. This is a person who is really reliable and wonderful, like a hero who comes in and saves the day, okay? So if you have this person, you might also have to choose between these two people. It can be a male or a female, but it's a person, you might have to choose between a person who is very exciting, but you don't know where it's going to go, and a person who is very reliable and a hero, but maybe not as exciting and dramatic and energetic as the other person. So you might have to make a choice between those two people, and there might be some jealousy and some fighting, and it might ruin the party, okay? still, I mean, that's pretty exciting. And then this person over here is in bliss and saying, oh, this is great. This is great. So in another way, that can also be what's happening here with the Empress, where you want love and then you get it, but it's not exactly what you wanted, because then there's two people involved, whether male or female. It's like a love triangle where you say, hey, I finally got love, but there's a triangle happening and there's fighting going on, okay? And that's what's ruining the party. There's a love triangle happening with these people, okay? So there's some fighting going on with that. And you're like, this is blissful and exciting, but it's not exactly what I imagined, because now there's like somebody else in the mix. Okay, over here we have, this is your obstacle. Sorry about that. This is your obstacle, and it is not a good one to have, but still, everyone has a problem sometime. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It's about money. It's about wishing that you were rich and wishing that you had, like so many problems that you never have to worry about money, wishing that you had so much money you never had to think about it. Yes, everyone has that problem at some point. So the problem is just that you're wishing you had more money. Okay, but everybody has that problem at some point, and wishing that you were like rich and saying, why can't I be like, so-and-so who has all this money? Everybody thinks that way, okay? But I promise you, if you have more money, you have more problems, okay? Then you have other problems you have to deal with, like being kidnapped or whatnot. Now, over here, this is your obstacle. This is your outcome. It is the Fool in reverse. The Fool, when you have the Fool card, it is about starting something new and not really knowing where it's going and feeling like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be good at this. But it's in reverse. So this is saying that you're going to be starting something new, but you're going to be really good at it. Okay, so you're going to be starting out and you're going to say, hey, I'm a natural at this. I am starting this thing and I'm really, really good at it. And people will say, hey, that person's really good at this. And you'll say, yes, I'm naturally talented at this. And it's great, and maybe that'll be how you start making some of this money. And maybe that's going to be why you're so happy over here, because you're going to say, hey, I'm really good at this. And people will be like, you're really talented. Okay, these are things that are hidden from you. Okay, you have the Lovers over here. The Lovers, you're feeling really, really close to someone. A lot of romance happening, okay? Over here you have the Five of Wands. This is Five of Swords, sorry. This is having an unfair advantage over people. And that's what I'm talking about with this, where you start something new and you're really talented at it. So you have an unfair advantage, and other people, they look at you and they say, how did you get so good at this? And you just say, well, that's one of your abilities. And you didn't even know you had that ability. It's just an ability that you've always had. It's just like a gift, okay? So other people look at that and they might be jealous of you. And you're jealous of somebody else who doesn't have money, but they can be jealous of you because you have this talent. The last one that you have hidden from you is the Knight of Cups. So how many partners do you need here? You've got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings romance, but it's slow, and it's somebody who's really reliable and somebody who's like really emotional, and they really, like really putting their heart out there. So you've got a lot of people that are going to be interested in you and trying to like put their heart out there and impress you and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of interest. I guess this is going to be a month where you're really attractive. Whether you're a girl or a guy, it's going to be a month, or even if no one has shown interest in a long time, this is going to be a month that you're going to be sparkling, and this is going to be a month, especially with the Lovers here, with all of this interest. Whether you're a girl or a guy, this is going to be a month where people kind of are paying attention to you, and they're kind of attracted to you because you've got this as well, where people are kind of noticing you, and they kind of are attracted to you, and they're, look at all these people like looking at you and wanting to be interested in you, and even just being attracted to you on a like an attraction level where they're gravitating towards you, okay? And you also have this natural talent, so people are paying attention to you. All right, it doesn't matter whether you're young, old, whether you are a guy or a girl. People are going to start paying attention to you and just naturally gravitating towards you because you're going to be really attractive this month. All right, you're going to have like a certain sparkle. People are going to be fighting over you, actually. Okay, these are the ones that you get. You actually got three. You got three because they were at the end and they all like were popping out at the end. Now you have Triumph over Adversity. Even I'm giving you extras because you're so special. You have Triumph over Adversity. And look, there's another knight. Another knight right there. You got a lot of knights. A lot of power this month. And a lot of like action. Okay. Then you have time is of the essence. All right. So you're gonna have a lot of you're gonna have a lot of attraction, but it's not gonna last too long. So use it to your advantage. Then over here it says use logic and reason and common sense. Logic and reason and common sense, and I think that has to do with this argument here. Okay, logic and reason and common sense. And if you're arguing with a bunch of fools, don't try to convince them to agree with you, or if people are fighting over you, don't try to get people to agree with you or let it get too crazy, because you can't convince people of whatever you believe half the time. So I wouldn't waste time on it, because it's not going to go anywhere. Just try to stay out of it. Okay, here's your spiritual card. It says, work your magic. Let's see if you can see it. Work your magic. You're going to be really sparkly this month. Okay, so remember not to get too much out of control at the party, because you don't want to be, people are going to be attracted to you, so don't blow it by going crazy at the party. Remember, people are going to think that you're really special this month, and you're going to have a lot of fulfillment. So if you don't get something, if something doesn't go your way, the Empress doesn't give you something, don't take it too personally, because you are going to be having a lot of bliss. You are going to be having things go your way, and you're going to be really talented at something. You're not going to be the fool. If you start out on trying something, you're going to have a talent, and you are going to have an unfair advantage, and you are going to be getting really close to someone. Okay? Have a wonderful month.